Hey, what is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here, back with another video for you guys. Again, coming from my office. We're hard at work, but I wanted to touch on a bit of a controversial topic, I'm not gonna lie. But I want to start by saying, me personally, I have been enjoying the Acolyte for the most part. I will say, it's not the greatest Star Wars show ever made. I don't think it was really setting out to be either. I just think it was it was set out to be a fun murder mystery, more just a mystery in general, and giving a little more light to why the Jedi are how they are in the prequels. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. If George Lucas made this exact same show, if Dave Filoni made this same exact show, just if all of a sudden we get this show out of nowhere, no, controversy with the creators or any of the actors or anything like that, we just get the show face value. It's just a Star Wars show, no baggage. Because I will say, as much hate, undeserved hate this show is getting, the baggage around this show Disney did this. This is what happens when you fumble a franchise like this. More pertaining to the sequels, I think this is the aftermath of a broken fan base. Like, it's hard to explain, but I mean, not really, but like, I'm more in the middle, honestly. I don't like the sequels, but I like the Acolyte. I don't like any of the main actress in the Acolyte put out a song today talking about making white people cry, and that's what her goal is, apparently. I don't think that helps anyone. I really don't think that helps anyone at all. I think that is just anti-productive, and you're adding fuel to the fire instead of turning the other cheek, maybe. Or there's always going to be racist people, there's always going to be sexist people, there's always going to be mean people, there's always going to be bullies out there. We have to rise above it. I mean, bro, as Star Wars fans, like, what are we doing here? I'm just here to say this is absolutely ridiculous on both sides. For one, the show is not that bad. It doesn't break canon or do anything more crazy than the prequels did when the prequels came out. A lot of the stuff that's being complained about with this show, people complained about the sequel or the prequels. So Obi-Wan never owning a droid, and then all of a sudden R2's in the prequels. It's just as canon breaking, or whatever you want to say, as Ki-Adi-Mundi being in the Acolyte episode. Who cares, bro? It's showing that he was too ignorant and he wasn't accepting. The Jedi thought they were too good. They thought they had extinguished the Sith, and there's no way the Sith's coming back. Look at us, we're Jedi in these white robes, we're the shit, bro. And like, it really doesn't, and we still have to see the rest of the show. That's the other thing, is I think a lot of people are making these judgments before we see the rest of the show. And I'm gonna let it play out. I want to see what this show has to offer. I mean, I don't think it's really that bad. I don't think it's like freaking amazing either. I think Master Soul is carrying the show. I think Yord is good, and I think Jecki is really good as well. I'm not sold. Amanda Stenberg's performance is like up and down. kind of like her a little more as May. I think her acting as Osha is like, I don't know, there were some line deliveries in this 4th episode that I'm like, like, it feels like you're reading a teleprompter right now. But that's like a minor negative. That's like one scene in the show that I'm like, yeah, could have been better, but I'm going to move on. It's not affecting my life. Doesn't ruin my day. Apparently it ruins some of y'all's fucking childhoods. And, bro, okay, I'll give you some advice right now. If you do not like The Acolyte, if you think The Acolyte ruins Star Wars, go watch episode 1 through episode 6. Cleanse your palate. It's a good through-line story. I think 1 through 6 is perfect as it is. And anything else, you can pick and choose what you like, to be honest with you. That's what I do. I don't like the sequels. In my head, the sequels are not canon. But I still appreciate the Mandalorian storyline that kind of ties into the sequels a little bit. I still appreciate things about the sequels. I don't like them. I don't think of... They're more legends than anything. And if I didn't like The Acolyte, it's what it would be to me. I would focus on what I do like, and that's what I like to do. So this whole... I don't know what's happening. The Star Wars fan base has honestly made me question a lot these last few weeks. A lot of people are showing their true colors. Both sides. Because some people are acting like this show is like the best, and it's not. It's good. I think it's decent, and it's a serviceable little show for now. But it's not like this like crazy good acting or, you know, crazy unpredictable plot points or anything like that. Like, it's pretty by the books mystery show. And I like it. I like seeing the Jedi like this. They're kind of at their height, but still on that downfall towards being way too ignorant and just, being way too ignorant and thinking they're above collapsing as an order, really. That's what it comes down to. And I don't know. I think this show has gotten severely too much hate, and people are not holding this show to a standard that they hold the rest of Star Wars to. I've seen nitpicks about this show that are prevalent in the Clone... I mean, bro, if the Clone Wars came out today, if the Clone Wars dropped right now, and we never got the Clone Wars at all back then, you know? Bro, Darth Maul coming back, y'all would be pissing your pants. Y'all would be freaking out. Like, but since George did it, it's sacred. It's you know, he can do no wrong. Which I agree, because he made Star Wars. If he makes it, that's just how it is. Like, that, he is the creator. This show, I think, lines up perfectly with George Lucas' Star Wars and some of the values and other stuff. And I want to get this out of the way, too. The whole social justice issues that have been dropped in the show. Very minor. Very... If you miss it, or you wouldn't be able to tell. If it's like a blink and you miss it moment. But I knew about them before going into the show, so I kind of was looking out for them. But, okay, anyway, the people that are most hating on this show will die by Andor, right? And they're all freaking out about the lesbian witches, okay? Well, the whole lesbian witch thing was less prominent in this show than the lesbian relationship in Andor. Andor did more for the lesbians than the Acolyte has done yet. So just let that sink in a little bit. I'm not saying that I like need lesbians in Star Wars. I kind of look like a lesbian, so maybe I would want to. Who knows here? We don't know, but bro, who cares really? Like, I get it. I do get it because I'm a little more conservative myself. But dude, get over it. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. It's not like it has any hold on the story or the plot at all. So you can legit forget about it, like I have. It's that easy. And yeah, I watched a video by Carly King, and I'm not too familiar with her content. I know she did some like press stuff for the Acolyte, and I'm sure she's getting dogged online, which is just unfortunate. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with her content. I actually did meet her in person at ICCC last year. She seems really nice. She said a quote at the end of her video, kind of covering the same thing I am right now. Just the insane hate right now in the fan base and the insane divide, I guess. She said a quote from, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe she said it was from Knights of the Old Republic. I'm not a gamer, sorry, but it was a quote like an alliance built on hate is fragile at best. And I think that's so true. I saw a certain content creator that had quite the meltdown over this last episode, specifically over Ki-Adi-Mundi showing up. It was very interesting to watch a grown man kind of melt down like that over a Star Wars show. And this is a creator that I've kind of always had a little bit of respect for in the past. And I still, I don't judge people like that. So he might have just been having a bad day, whatever. I get it. People melt down, people have mental breaks. I get that. But if this show is doing that to you, if a made-up show is doing that to you, bro, it might be time to find something else to focus on. I mean, guys, what are we doing? Focus on some Star Wars you love. We're all here because we love Star Wars. Bro, focus on something you love. Like, let's leave the hate behind us. Bro, it's 2024. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? But anyway, guys, that's about all I have to say. I just really wanted to put my 2 cents out there. If you're familiar with my channel, I mainly focus on the collectible side of Star Wars. And I focus on things I like. I buy things I like. Why would I ever buy something I hate? So why would I ever talk about something I hate consistently on the internet? Like, what are we doing? Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes the internet, I think, should be burned to the ground. As much as I love making these videos and everything, bro, it's something else. But anyway, stay positive, guys. Watch the Star Wars that you love. If I can throw on the Clone Wars or Rebels at any time. I can throw on the prequels at any time. I can throw on the OT at any time. 03 Clone Wars I watch consistently because I love that. Bro, watch what you like. Focus on what you like. I get that you should want Disney to make good Star Wars product, but to some people this is good. And I don't think that should be a reason just because you don't like it. Maybe you really liked Andor. Well, you got Andor. I didn't like Andor. It was okay. I thought it was a great show. Wasn't what I want from Star Wars. Like, it was a great show. But I don't want Star Wars to be that all the time. Like, so some people got Andor, and some people got the Acolyte, or Ahsoka, or Book of Boba Fett, or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, bro, focus on what you like. Let's just leave the hate in the past. Let the past die. Let's pull a Kylo. Pull some sequel references. Bro, we need to get it together as a fan base. We have been the laughing stock of nerdom in general. Let's get it together. I mean, sometimes when I tell people I like Star Wars, like, you can tell they instantly know. They're like, oh, so do you like to see, like, you know, it's always like something negative they gotta ask first. And that's not why I like Star Wars. I didn't get into Star Wars to be like, what's wrong with this? What can I find that I don't like? Bro, come on now. Like, what are we doing here? Let's just try to stay positive. Anyway, that's my rant for today. I really have been enjoying the show. Overall, I think it is a decent enough show, and I am interested in where it's going, and theories are coming up in my head, so I like it, and I really like Master Soul, and the character design for the Sith character looks amazing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see what y'all are seeing, I guess, when y'all are like freaking out over it. Like, having a legit meltdown over this show. Like, worse meltdowns than I saw with The Last Jedi. Which, in my opinion, The Last Jedi does more egregious character butchering than this show ever could, because we have no established characters in this show. It's all new characters. So why are we so, I don't know. Anyway, I could rant all day. Like I said, I like to stay positive, so I like the show. If you don't, I'm sorry. I really am. I wish you did like it. I would say start the show over. Clean your slate. No, the director doesn't exist. Everything in the interviews, the gayest Star Wars show, making white people cry, all that, forget it. Watch the show thinking George Lucas made it. Please, do that for me. Alright, anyway, I love you guys. Shout out to all my channel members. Y'all are some G's. I appreciate each and every one of you that watch my videos. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. Anyway, peace out, guys. May the Force be with you. Ayy.